Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And guys, for the Grizzlies, after 10 games, they've put together an outstanding 8-2 record. There have been some really strong performances in there for them in those 10 games. It's rare to see a point guard lead the NBA in scoring, but that's exactly what Freak is doing right now. Not only that, but he's still making sure to get everybody involved. How great has this been for this kid?
I mean, only MVP candidates can lead the league in scoring at the point guard position. I mean, it's critical to his team's success. Most guys would say, well, he's shooting too much.
Home court belongs to the Timberwolves in this one as we bring you a Western Conference matchup here live from the Target Center in Minneapolis. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for... Minnesota making some changes. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Zhang comes in for Lee. And Bjelica in for Udrih. So on the floor for Memphis. Freak, he's in at the point. And Stevenson is out there with James Johnson. And it's Green.
What happened?
I said it sounds like it.
And it's Adams in at the shooting guard. Here's Levine. And a wide open look here for Wiggins from outside off the mark.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
He dialed that one up from long distance. And so it's Minnesota with it. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Hey, I'm gonna use my 84 because my 84 has an 85 standing shot without boost.
One of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Wiggins drawn the double team, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
For them to be successful, Kevin, he said they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees every time the ball gets in the post. If they don't collapse on their post threats, he knows they're in for a long game. Guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you. Freak. They get the rebound. That's good. Green's got his second basket of the game.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Levine dishes to Pekovic. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And Freak's agent in attendance at the game today, Dom Pagnotti, the famous Dom Pagnotti. You might hear stories positive and negative about him, but he has a lot of big-name clients, that's for sure, Clark.
Yep, and Freak is one name in a long list for Pagnotti. Some question his motives and how he gets deals done, but that's not for you and I to debate.
No.
You certainly can't argue with his results.
Well, you know him well. You call him DP. I just call him Dom. And you hear so often about work ethic of players, but Freak has put his money where his mouth is. He built a private gym at his house so he can put time in on the court, Clark, whenever he wants to.
Yeah, that's a good step, and Freak is well known to be a workout. Well, freak is probably the best way to say it, so that shouldn't come as any surprise.
From past the arc, and that one's good. Freak's got 9.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And stolen by Freak. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Freak with the ball. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Grizzlies?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, but they've also protected the paint extremely well. You see that in their block shot totals, but also they've altered a lot of shots.
From deep three-point range, a second chance effort. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Boozer, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
Levine kicks to Boozer and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw.
Shooting for Minnesota, Carlos Boozer.
And the second free throw, good. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. And that's now 21 points for Freak. Here's Levine. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. Three-pointer, and that one's good. Levine's got 7 points in the game.
And he answers right back with a 3 of his own.
Watch out now, Shooky. We got a duel shaping up right here. This could be mano-mano for a little while.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 17. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad.
I play the game how it's supposed to be played.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school. Some changes for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Zhang comes in for Carlos Boozer. And Zach Levine subbed in for Wiggins. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Wright. Johnson comes in for Zach Randolph. And Stevenson's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Freak subbed in for Tony Allen. They've got Bjelica, Udrich out there with Levine. Then it's Gorgui Dieng. And it's Pekovic in at the center position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
Freak with it. He's coming off a 34-point game against Utah.
Yeah, and it just wasn't about the offense. I mean, he was racking up the steals and taking advantage of some sloppy play by the opponent.
Beyond the arc, good. Freak's got 27.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks. Well, he's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep, though.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Johnson the screen, and a wide open look for Freak. Can't make good off the pick. Timberwolves trail by 20, and Udrich kicks to Bjelica. Zhang with a screen on Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Levine, and again it's Minnesota converting.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
From deep, rebound Minnesota. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and 2 mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
Looking at Memphis, they took the win in their last game against Utah.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Minnesota making a switch. Higgins is checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Adams checked in.
What happened, Carl?
I said Clip said he's other ear.
Oh my God.
Here's Levine. Adams defending. Levine can't hit.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Adams against Wiggins, and that one's good. Wiggins has got 6.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Chang a screen. Wiggins kicks to Levine. Can't convert after the good screen.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Wait, did you get any
I
VC
think you're
from
right.
that?
I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside. That's how you create high percentage offense.
What type of player are you?
And again, Memphis no good. Minnesota with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points.
Bro, I make the...
Chang with a screen on
you don't
Johnson. Here's
you're not that
Wiggins,
good.
plenty of space, and it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at it, he has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Make a 6'7", make a point guard.
Yeah, make a 6'7" or 6'6".
Adams defending.
You want to shoot right, or you want to...
Moves back up, and a foul called on the shot.
Make
up that time, so
make them inside, bro.
Right
make
here.
them inside. And make
the
them
Timberwolves have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About
point guard.
80%
Inside.
when they got to
like,
the line.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
And then max out his... don't upgrade anything else. Just
misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Levine passes to Udrich. They double him with Freak. And out of bounds is Memphis gains possession.
When it says, you see where it says balance?
Just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
12 seconds left to play here in the half.
Oh my God.
Fires from deep. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. And that's now 35 points for Freak.
Beautiful play by Lance Stevenson. He's
you still be able to shoot too.
Wow, miracle heave to finish off the quarter.
You'll be able to